What is up, you crazy cool bastards? We're live on the YouTube. Yeah. What the fuck is up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra JFS back at you crazy fuckers with another video. Hope y'all are having a fantastic fucking... Dude, I had to take a step back from recording layers on my vocals and just to have like a week's worth of vocals deleted in 1 second because I misclicked something. It happens. You get over it. I would click join the regions together and it would join them to the point where it created a new track, and then it would silence any track that you created on top of it. Which basically, long story short, I gotta re-record the whole freaking chorus of Love and Vanity again. And that's just fine. That's the progress of it, I suppose. Love and Vanity is going to be a sick album. I'm going to stick to my guns as far as combining power metal with black metal. I like the way that sounds. And now when the sections where I played it, where it was all harmonized and everything, it sounded good. You know what I'm saying? Because making music is so much more than just incorporating your culture or what your influences are. It's also telling a message, man. Like anyone could fucking write a song about how, oh, boo-hoo, their fucking heart's broken, and you know, it takes a true lyricist to be cheeky about it, to be like, yes, but women want to bitch about body positivity when men aren't allowed to join it, but women are held to a higher beauty standard, so really no side gets to bitch, kind of thing. Like, Well, think about it from this perspective, YouTube. Someone like me, if I want to create an album, I could just go on to GarageBand. If I want to combine power metal and black metal, I can layer my vocals and my guitar just the way I do it. Where people back in the day would have to hire people for gigs and word of mouth. Like, have you heard this guy? You know what I'm saying? So technology can make things a lot easier as far as discovering new talent and getting yourself out there, but it also makes things more difficult because you got a bunch of fucking people showing up just to fucking talk shit. They don't even take the gig seriously. And like, look, dude, Starbucks Rehearsal Boys is having a band rehearsal, and if you can't contribute to this shit, then you're just not going to be a part of it. King Cobra's brand of stand-up comedy, if you will. No, I'm serious. Like, that's how it is, man. And you have to respect your roots as a musician. Like me, myself, man. I wouldn't be anywhere I am as a musician today if I didn't have Godfather, you know what I'm saying? Ozzy Osbourne and Danny Filth and the Beatles and Elvis Presley and Dio and Slayer and all these other awesome musicians laying the pathway before me. I'm really contributing to that. You know what I'm saying? There are millions of people out there who, by the time I'm gone, who are like, he's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? You can't please everyone, man. I'm looking forward to recording more of the album tomorrow. But I just took a fucking second step back from the sound of the new album. Like, this is going to kick ass when it hits. Love and Vanity is going to play off of Hell's Advocate with the whole demonic black metal mixed with power metal thing. And it's gonna sound cool. Oh wait, you accidentally clicked join tracks one too many times, and now it just made a new track and deleted all the voice work that you did leading up to that point, which made the whole thing complete. Fucking hell. And that, I guess, Dark Queen, I would work my ass off for that. Fuck is this? Ozzy should buy you a mansion. Fuck off, dude. If Ozzy Osbourne signed me, I'd work my ass off for 30, 40 fucking years and build it myself. Believe that. And that's my whole thing of it, YouTube, is like that album's not going to sound the way I wanted it to sound. When I heard the sections where it was all mastered on my end and it sounded the way I wanted to sound it, you get the death metal and like the melodic power metal colliding together with the vocals, and it sounded cool, and it took me to that moment where I'm like, yes, this is the metal I'm trying to create, and then I just put it forward. I can't control if to some degree I can control if I just gotta slow down, and if you're gonna save the progress you make on your GarageBand projects, you can't be in a quick to save it too quickly, otherwise you'll That's the thing that can suck about recording with GarageBand is if you click join clips too many times, it just creates a whole new track and doesn't save the audio you created, and then all that works the week's worth of vocals and shit. You know what I'm saying? You'd be sitting there going, God damn it. But that's just a mild setback, and I feel like that's what a lot of us are faced with on a daily basis. And this is what separates me from anyone else, really, is me creating Love and Vanity is, at this point, for my fans and for my own personal amusement, because it started off as like a joke, like, oh, you made a comedy album about Christmas, why not do one about Valentine's Day? And then I started chuckling about it, and then I'm like, dude, some of the music I listen to plays off on that topic a little too personally. Like some of the Def Leppard songs that I listen to, you know what I'm saying? Miss You in a Heartbeat, shit like that. I'm like, dude, it's been done before. So I'm like, what am I going to contribute to it, man? My own personal spin on it, I guess. And that's just it. I don't care if people like it. I'm doing the music for me. That's what my music's been about since I started making it public. That's what it's been about since I first created Blood Cemetery. My first album was this music I want to create. I want to create this alternative sound that I hear and make it happen. Holy, my phone is blowing up. I had a little bit of alcohol to drink. I ain't going to nip and lie on that, but that's just fine. I don't have to sit here and get plastered on fucking alcohol for your sick inner fucking entertainment, man. I can entertain the fans my own special way. But honestly, I heard how it's gonna sound. So even though the fucking thing deleted itself, even though GarageBand was being a finical bastard when recording it, I heard how the finished product's gonna sound, and it sounded glorious. I try not to answer calls when I'm doing the streams on YouTube. trying to make the focus about what I'm doing with my life, like my music, and the fans are doing. Hey, how you guys doing? It's 11:02 on a Friday night, and we got 169 people tuning in with 16 likes. That's what's up. And the second, believe me, the second I realized my error and the recording mistake, I wanted to get back to recording, but by that time my voice was tired. And so I took the day to reflect on, dude, you know what? This album's going to kick ass. People may hate it, but that's their fucking problem, not yours. You said to your fans you were going to create an album called Love and Vanity. You're going to create it. So fucking A, anyone's got something else to say about it, that's their problem. Who the fuck is this guy mixing black metal with power metal? Taking his time to melodically layer his own voice to create that effect, and then dueling the guitar patiently in the soloing for each song. Oof. It'd be like if Dragon Force and Cradle of Filth and Ozzy Osbourne and Hammerfall were like, let's have a go at it and let's create an album, man. People are fucking looking at me like, did you see what the fuck Cobra did? This fucking crazy asshole did what now? Oh, that was a skit he thought would make him more famous on YouTube. Well, that's gross. And okay, why would you even lie about that? No. I got a text message from some dude who was chit-chatting with me off of the stream. He says, hey, man, looking forward to hearing the new album. Just keep recording, you know? And the dude's been texting with me on and off, and then out of nowhere just tells me his life story. Dude, I don't know what it is about YouTube or the algorithm or what the fuck have you, but this is some shit, dude. This dude who messaged me, okay, who starts telling me his life story, he's like, man, tell me about how his ex-wife took everything from him. He had no pussy in 7 years. Wife took everything from him. And somehow YouTube was like, here's a King Cobra JFS video. And for whatever fucking reason, this dude started watching. And that's the phenomenon of it, man, that I don't understand. Is I think people see what I'm going through and they're like, they can relate to it in some way, and they just voice their opinion like, hey, Cobra, you shouldn't. Okay, he's just going to do his own thing. There are a lot of people who think they have my best interest in heart, but they're just doing it because, oh, Cobra's starting to make a name for himself, and he's just autistic. You don't know what he's talking about, kind of thing. Fuck off. I'm starting to become famous on fucking social media, and I'm not acting a big ass of it. I mean, people are stealing my fucking videos and going on TikTok and making accounts based off of it, and I'm getting famous because of it. I ain't bitching this exposure, dude. But let's keep it 100. At the same time, I'm like, dude, you can't bitch about free advertisement, but at the same time, you can't call yourself a content creator if you're stealing someone else's content, B. That's all I'm saying. That'd be like me trying to copy someone else's freaking metal lyrics and then, yeah. Which related to freaking Darkened Days and a loop from an old Cradle of Filth song. Well, that's legality issue. One of my albums got removed from TuneCore and iTunes because it probably violated copyright issues, and people were like, hey, who is this guy? I had to clip from a Cradle of Filth song featured in one of my songs for the album. It might have been the Darkened Days album, if I'm not mistaken. And people were just like, oh, the part where they incanted Archangel, Dark Angel, let there be light, to death veils till we have heaven in sight. Or some shit like that. And this beautiful fucking quote that was on a Cradle of Filth song. And I don't know the fucking song because it'd be in my fucking iTunes. You click on it, it plays the thing, and then it busts into the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I suppose it's no fucking different if you're recording an album and your voice just isn't having it, or the technology's fucking with you. It's the same shit, different generation, really. The thing that's frustrating for a lot of older musicians, I think, is, they'd have to literally go to a bar and play gigs, even if they don't drink or smoke or any of that shit. They're being forced to play gigs and bars that are filled with drunk, obnoxious assholes all smoking cigarettes and shit like that. And if they get to talking, maybe I'll make it big. Just to have a bunch of pretentious man bun wearing motherfuckers who are sipping their lattes at Starbucks be like, oh my god, so my friend just posted their band's pic. No way. And it's a pic they just took like 2 seconds ago. And then making it like it's been their thing for a long time. It's like, dude, you don't get to sit there and how do I explain this without pissing people off? You don't get to sit there and say you're a rock star and then claim the rock star experience without actually earning it. Okay, there you go. That's the best way to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. As I'm sitting there about ready to re-record the layers for that song again, I'm reflecting. I'm like, it could be done another time. Your voice is hoarse. Come back at it when you're less pissed off about the issue. I don't care who it happened to, man. If it happened to anyone, your big presentation, you're about to present it, and then it just gets deleted. This kind of thing happens to people all the time. Here I am making this big fuss about it on YouTube, like, oh, hey, Love and Vanity. Yeah, check this album out. Underneath are all rigid skeletons, the women and men who have high standards are hypocrites, but everyone's allowed to have standards, and as long as you're not being an ass about it and going out of your way to harass someone because they're different than you, who cares kind of thing. But people wouldn't see the messaging behind that. They just see the fucking artwork and go, oh, it's a skeleton couple with a black rose. What the fuck does that mean? It represents internal love, man. Because even if you and your other half die, you're still going to be together in the afterlife. And that's the fucking message of those skeletons, honestly, on the new album cover. And that's heavy for a lot of people to think, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the concept I want to try to bring to the album. Not just, oh, here's Cobra who hasn't had pussy in 3 years and he's pissed about it, and women are just as bad as men. Let's make an album about it, kind of thing. Like, fuck off. And really, you can get pissed about that shit if you want to. And that's just the thing of it. Like, in the 3 years that I haven't had sex, to be honest, I've seen that it's a lot fucking worse, and that people in the dating scene who struggle a lot worse than I do. Now, could you imagine having a wife for 40, 50 plus years, and your love keeps you together, but you can't fuck her? You want to, by the grace of God, you want your dick to get hard. You want to fuck that woman and ring her church bells and make an honest woman out of her, but you just can't fucking do it. But the love you have for each other keeps you going despite that. And that's what a lot of people are looking for, and that's essentially what the album is trying to represent. Especially with the next track that I'm going to write, which is called Where's the Love At? Because you got people who are claiming to be your friend or your good acquaintance, or like they have your best interest in heart. And then as soon as you make something of yourself, they're coming around more like, hey, motherfucker. The fucking difference of it is you got people who are saying things like, oh, you're fucking getting shitty grades in high school and playing guitar. What's that going to get you in life? Versus if it actually gets you something in life. You know what I'm saying? Ozzy might have dropped out of high school and shit to become a rock star, but that kind of thing just doesn't happen overnight. Even with social media and people out there are trying to also do the same thing, so that's the thing you got to think of. Unless you're like rock and roll royalty, or you have a voice and you're really good at what you do, or your sound is catching on, or you actually have musical talent. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just marketable. At that point, boy bands who can't sing but they attract underage pussy and make it a thing about how you shouldn't acknowledge it, but you should totally acknowledge it. Okay. Cobra's being an asshole. Calm down. I'm just saying, like, Justin Bieber's gonna get his fangirls, but at the end of the fucking day, it's his daughter that's gonna have musicians that he hates taking her home and backstage, and that's the bitch of it, man. That's the bitch of it. You know what I'm saying? Is you're gonna see someone out there who does it better. You know, just because I contribute to the sound of metal, there's going to be someone out there who says, hey, I'm a younger version of Cobra, look out, you know, recording my vocals on this app that I do on my phone kind of thing, and then it blows up and becomes the next viral thing kind of thing, and you're just like... Not everyone can achieve muscular physique like that, and not everyone can achieve musical talent. And that's the thing of boy bands like Justin Bieber, is that shit will sell. Fucking NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, the Jonas Brothers, all these people. You know what I'm saying? Just filler bands is what I call them. You can appeal to chicks, but you got nothing to show for it. Like, what's the point of being able to appeal to of-age chicks with your music if you got nothing to show for it? And that's what separates a lot of musicians, really, is you could have millions of dollars to buy this expensive helicopter, but still be the biggest fucking tool on the planet. And the thing about the new album is, as I've talked about double standards on my channel before, I want to challenge those concepts for songs. The concept that says, hey, wait a minute, if you're a guy and a chick's too heavy for you, you're a pig. But if she's saying about you, well, where's your six-pack abs, Mr. Macho Man? She ain't questioned on it. And I'm like, the way I see it, we're all set to the same fucking standard at the end of the day. We all bleed the same color of blood, so what difference does it make us? Personally speaking, if you don't like somebody, just fucking ignore them and eventually they go away. That's what separates me from my fucking trolls. Even though I despise Justin Bieber, I'm not going to spend all fucking day harassing him, trying to get his cell phone number and, make a whole fucking page about hating him and shit. It just seems like a waste of my fucking time. I'm like, dude, I could use that to focus on my music, and I hate using the Canadian douchebag as an example, but it's the truth. What I'm saying? That's what separates me from my haters versus me is, comparatively speaking, I'm like Justin Bieber compared to these assholes. I'm the famous celebrity who's got a record deal, who's making shit happen for their lives, and they wish they had it, so they're going to talk shit. And all you can do as a man at that point is influence the game in your own special way. Just because I'm out here plugging Tactical Soap doesn't mean shit. Like, I do appreciate my affiliate link with Tactical Soap. That soap is the bee's knees. And coupon code King Cobra is going to help you save a couple bucks too. But here's the thing of it. It doesn't guarantee shit. Like, yes, Tactical Soap's guaranteed to make you smell good for the ladies. Doesn't guarantee you'll get laid. If it gets her estrogen going and she thinks this dude smells good, kind of thing. The rest of that's on you. And that's how Tactical Soap works, man. The rest of it's on you. The dating scene as adults can be fun and adventurous, and you want to take risks, and life's all about adventure. So you get yourself some Tactical Soap, and you let all these other beta male pieces of shit know that, hey, you're not playing games. Oh, it's Valentine's Day season, man. I tell you what, it was Valentine's Day right around the corner. You're going to want to stock up on them Tactical Soap products, my dude. They got clones. They got beard oils. Dude. A bunch of shit I would totally buy and review if I had the money for it, kind of thing. Like, that's the thing of it. Like, the first time I wore Bond Tactical Soap, I'm going to an Ozzy Osbourne concert in Denver, Colorado, and every chick I walk by is just like, that dude smells good. And just, I'm thinking to myself, okay, George Bruno, Sultan of Silver, he's like, hey, fellas, check this soap out. I'm just like, I've heard this shtick before, right? Like, the fucking colognes that are like $300 to $400, and dude, no, Tactical Soap's the real thing, man. I'm telling you, like, if you got a lady friend you want to smell good for, even if you don't get laid, you're still going to smell good for your lady friend. That's the end result, is men will smell better with Tactical Soap. The biggest complaint women have about men is we stink. We got that musky ball stench, just smell. You know what I'm saying? That manly, gruffy scent. And some chicks like it until it stinks up their whole house, and then they're just like, no. Now, the coupon code King Cobra is with the affiliate link in the description box below with all my new videos that I currently upload. Yes, sir. And I tell you what, women have been able to seduce men just by showing up. They don't even have to wear a red dress, put on makeup, shave their legs, any of that shit. I mean, there are some men who appreciate those kinds of things, yes, but really, let's be honest, ladies, the power you hold over men is ridiculous. It's awesome and ridiculous at the same time. That's why it's called a booby trap. Don't be like that. Uh, what up, Jesse Ryan? Yeah, I'm fixing to order me some outlaw dip when I can. I tell you what, I'm gonna try all the other flavors. That wild watermelon, if you like salty watermelon on a hot summer's day, that's your flavor, man. If you like Mountain Dew, then Lucky Lipper's your flavor. I tell you what. Yeah, I haven't tried all the other flavors, but I bet you they're good. Yeah. I also noticed that Outlaw and them got married. Yeah, buddy. That's what a lot of people are looking for. You know what Outlaw's got in life right now. You got the empire, you got the wife, you got the house. And you can achieve those things. It just takes time. YouTube. People are looking at me going, who the fuck's Cobra mixing Viking-esque power metal with Nordic fucking satanic black metal? Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? And then there's some people who go, dude, this guy, yeah, they see the sound laying down, they dig it. And like, you do it for those people. You do it because you want to make music. You know what I'm saying? It's like the music starts becoming a chore for you, like, oh, you're being forced to make it because someone else demanded it, and it's no longer music, is it? It's completely lost its creative edge. But there are people out there who are going, you should totally do a cover of Wet Ass Pussy. I could totally sing like that black female artist. There's no question about that. My voice is fucking awesome. But that wouldn't solve anything because the bigger issue is women have been giving us shit for decades about men rapping about our big ass dicks and lowriders and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so when we do it, we're the fucking assholes. But when they do it, it's gender woke. The only reason it's gender woke is because the fucking other side's shocked when they see how it really is. Right? Like when the freaking people are seeing things like that, dude, come on. But I'm the bad guy for pointing it out. Right. Even if you're good at what you do, you still gotta work for it. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk crap on celebrities who are more famous than me. That just seems like a waste of my fucking time. I could use that to focus on my music and getting more subscribers on my YouTube channel. And be like, what's Cobra doing this time, this crazy bastard? And I have to wonder if I contributed to that culture in some way, shape, or form, man. Because think about it, you got these people who are eating Tide Pods for their next 10-second glory of fame on YouTube. And people giving me attention for the shenanigans that I caused with my YouTube kind of led into it. Like, so now these days, if you want to be shocking, you're a dude and you wear a dress, nobody gives a shit. You're a chick and you shave your fucking head and no one gives a shit. The fuck's your music about? What's the message you're trying to spread? No one gives a fuck about gender anymore. If you try classifying yourself as anything else other than the gender you're born, nobody says shit. But if you classify yourself as the gender you were born, you're an asshole. And that sucks because people who have classified themselves otherwise have had to face persecution. And this is why people who are now straight, cis, whatever the fuck, have to deal with the crap they deal with now. Because people like Caitlyn Jenner back in the day were personally persecuted for seeing as, you know what, people thought it was weird, and then on top of it, that's what separates you from everyone else. Is like people can have rights and shit, but what separates people like Caitlyn Jenner and all these other people who are wearing a dress is that people out there have been told you couldn't wear a dress to begin with. Doing it for shock value because, oh, hey, it's 2020 and there's money involved. I'm sorry, but Harry Snails is trying to wear a dress to be shocking. I'm like, dude, if you're trying to be a British musician who shocks people with the shit they do, that's all I gotta say is fucking flash the knuckles, man. What the fuck is One Direction? I thought it was One Erection. I was making that joke and then people started making it and I didn't have to say shit and I was somewhat of a big deal then. I was like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. 5 seconds of summer, more like 5 seconds of bummer. Are you kidding me? 5 seconds is too short, especially when summer is like a really awesome time of year, man. Go camping and what the fuck is this shit? Fucking shit name. And I'm not here to judge, man. Like, y'all sitting there doing your thing. Like, I get judged all the time too, man. That's the bitch of it. There's all crap on 5 seconds of bummer for making music, but I make music too. So like if I make music, then I can't bitch about the haters who crap on my shit because I'm no different. I can hate on 5 seconds of bummer all I want, but at the end of the day, they got more fucking shitty followers than, you know what I'm saying? And let's be fair. If you listen to 5 seconds of summer, that's shit music. So you're a shitty follower. Let's just be real about it. Pop music, dude, it changes, dude. People like Ozzy Osbourne, they stay consistent with the times. People like Justin Bieber, they fade in and out of fucking existence just to get replaced by some younger douchebag holding a skateboard and the next big sponsored energy drink. And that's what gets me about Justin Bieber's ego. I'm like, dude, you think you're the only one out there who's becoming a YouTube celebrity who's trying to make it? Psh, bro, there's a lot of people out there who are 10 times more famous than I am right now, who are doing twice about as good work as you're doing, who ain't as fucking ass conceited. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, could you imagine if Eddie Van Halen, rest his soul, Lucifer, be praised, was 2 hours late for his own concert because he couldn't stop playing a video game? People look at him like, oh, you're a bit privileged, aren't you? And then fucking Justin Bieber says he wants to create a metal album. I'm like, no. I'll take my shotgun to my fucking foot and shoot myself before I listen to that crap. No. And don't actually do that shit. Fuck off with that. I was being sarcastic on purpose. I'm like, no, he calls himself a metalhead. I'm like, you would have made it your career instead of being like, oh, wait, even though being a metalhead would have taken a lot longer to get me noticed than being some pop boy band faggot douchebag sensation that gets underage pussy wet. Even though that's the quicker and much more successful route than working your ass off for real music and actually making something for yourself. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're just jealous he has a record deal. I'm like, dude, I had someone who bought a wand from Cobra Craft Handmade Wands be like, I want to start my own company. And then, oh, by the way, Deathbed Tapes got is getting fucking noticed on the fucking music scene. I've seen the posts, I've seen it, and people are gonna be like, see what they want to say, but I'm a part of that, dude. And I inspired someone to do that because of what I did with my wands. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not inspiring people with music, you can still inspire them other ways. What the fuck is up, chat? We're chilling like villains. I'll get the album recorded when I can. Right now it's noise curfew kind of thing, and I wouldn't be wanting to. You know, Danny Phil shrieks at like 10 o'clock at night. Just not the kind of thing. Nope. But sitting back and kicking with some pipe tobacco in the chat, like, what's up? Imagine being some sweet 16-year-old in India that very fateful night. And then the Beebs never shows up. Your mom and dad spent good, hard, honest, working class money on tickets to make their daughters so happy because it's all they ever wanted. And then just to have the fucking douchebag not show up 2 hours later, you know what I'm saying? It's just the level of it. And, oh, you wouldn't get it because you're not as famous as he is. To some degree, that's true, yes, but at the same time, it's like you gotta show some gratitude for your fans, man. I could be having like the worst day on YouTube. People coming at me with the like 10 zillion fucking hate comments, calling me every fucking name in the book, insulting everyone in my family, all my friends, what have you. But the second a fan comes up and says, "Hey Cobra, what's up? I dig your videos, man. Can I get a selfie?" Fuck yeah, dude. Pull out the wand, you know, watch out and take a selfie with them. You know, and that's what separates me from douchebags like he who must not be named. And I'm not talking about Voldemort either. I'm just saying is I'm actually grateful for the fans that I have. Even if I had the Beebs' success, I'd never stop being who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what separates a lot of people from the real musicians. Well, that'd be like if Snoop Dogg hired me to make the next Eminem album and started growing King Cobra's Chronic and I started making jokes about black people. He'd be like, the fuck this cracker guy just hire say? You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, come on. Like, I'm not trying to be like that guy that points out the obvious, but I'm like, dude, if you got discovered by a black artist and started cracking N-word jokes, I'd be like, this motherfucker. There are people out there who are getting beer bottles thrown at them because some drunk assholes at a bar are like, your rendition of Ozzy sucks. Get off the stage. Going, what the fuck am I doing wrong? This guy. The thing of it is, though, like bands like that are replaceable, man. They really are. It's not that hard to appeal to underage girls and sell sex appeal. It really isn't. That's not music, though. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that just makes you a pervert for trying to freaking what's the word? It came up in the Marilyn Manson argument with his spouse. Grooming, that's the word, yes. It's basically those boy bands saying, "Hey, if you were old enough and I wasn't with somebody, I yeah, and it was consenting, yeah, it would totally be a thing. But as it sits, your mom signs the paycheck, so back of the line, I'll give you an autograph, okay." And that's the fucking shit part about being a rock star is that people expect the glam, the glitz, the sex appeal, and all that shit. And trying to condense that and make it kid friendly and say, here you go, and then add a bunch of whiny tracks about how oppressed you are with the times and shit, and there you go, you have a modern day boy band. Did you see what Cobra did? He put a bunch of fucking bugs and made a Halloween burger. What? He was spotted in the same day getting day drunk in a cemetery and messing with an Ouija board in the same location. Okay, that's all good fun, but what? You know, I gotta understand this from two perspectives. From people like Ozzy Osbourne's perspective, where you actually had to bust your ass on the music scene and get discovered by a record label and keep it consistent with the times, versus, oh, hey, you're having a cup of coffee with your mate and his buddy just commented, oh, hey, the band just released a new single. Check it out on SoundCloud. And then 40 people are already talking about it within that second. And then by the end of the day, like 10,000 people have liked it and downloaded it, and they don't even have to have a record company to do it. You know what I'm saying? People are getting the rewards without putting in much effort, and that's where technology can fuck us / help us. You can use technology to create some wicked sick music, like what I'm doing with the whole power metal, black metal thing, when I'm layering vocals. But just because you're instantly recognized on social media don't mean shit. You got like 5 other people who are fucking hating on you because you're trying to make something of yourself versus the 10 people who actually do follow you. Which is why I'm telling you right now, I love doing GarageBand. I love making my own music. But for the love of Lucifer, if you can get a recording gig and you can pay someone else to edit the music and make sure it doesn't get lost or any of that good shit, there's a reason why it costs a lot of money. Because once you actually do the work yourself, you're just like, fuck. Like, okay, I sang the song, I played the guitar, now what? Now I gotta market it. Shit. And that's where a lot of modern day musicians, as far as the whole garage band era versus record company era musicians go thing is, you know what I'm saying? It's just because people have an easier time at putting their music out there with technology doesn't mean they're going to get discovered equally as fast. If anything, it's made ridicule that much harsher, man. It's the fucking weekend. I feel like firing up the camera and just spouting a bunch of words. So there you go. That's what you're going to get. Working on the album, Technology's a Bitch. I clicked join the tracks too many times. It erased days worth of vocal layering, and now I gotta redo it because I clicked one thing one too many times. And that's where technology can be frustrating. You could spend weeks recording something just to lose it in a second, and that same feeling can be happened and experienced with older technology. It'd be like if someone said, okay, bloody hell, here's the new album, and this is the only copy we got of it. Please don't break it. And then some asshole just, oh shit, fuck, my bad. Is that the only vinyl record you had of that? Oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like when the track deleted itself from GarageBand. I'm like, God damn it, dude. I spent days recording that, and it sounded so beautiful. It had the sound I was going for. The sound that people are associating with King Cobra's music, that power metal, black metal, you know what I'm saying? And making it myself versus paying someone else to do it. Is even if I pay someone else to do it, I still gotta sit there and record 10, 20 zillion tracks. That's the one, okay, keep that one. Next track, vocal, this, you know what I'm saying? So, in a way, you're going to be doing it on your own to some degree, but not entirely. Even if you don't have GarageBand or like a record label, you know what I'm saying? Which, to be honest, a record label is something I never thought I'd achieve. But then when somebody who bought a wand from Cobra Craft, handmade wands, was like, I want to sign you, I'm like, okay, wait, you started a record company because of what I did? That's pretty cool, man. I dig it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'll be on your label. Yeah. I have the ability to sing country, I have the ability to sing rock and rap, spit a bar, you know, as they say. Doesn't mean I'm any more likely to get discovered than someone else. You know what I'm saying? If you got a record deal before you're 20K strong, even if it's independent, and that record label has success with other artists, that's still recognition. But in the end, I feel like a lot of people strive to make the future better for their offspring. So if it was like crappy for them growing up, they're going to be going, oh, it's going to be exceptionally better for, exactly. That's another thing of it. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm single or sexless at this point. People are telling me you need to get laid. I'm like, dude, cool if it happens. If it don't, okay. You know, it would suck to be in a situation where I had to take responsibility for a condom discharge that wasn't entirely my fault. That's what pisses me off about it. Is you got men who refuse to take responsibility for it, but if they're in a society where if they do take responsibility for it, they're still the asshole. Did I say that out loud? See, that's the thing of it. Even if you were a stereotypical deadbeat dad and you didn't take responsibility for your kid or any of that shit, the system would totally play it, and rightfully so, that, well, your mama or your baby mama was the better half in that kind of thing, and then she gets custody, etc., and the things that women get, like child support. You know, it's kind of hard to bitch about gender privilege when both sides are sticking each other in the same fucking knife. Okay. Because it's like you see women bitching about gender privilege, but no one's complaining when you're getting unjustified child support. That dude could be a fit father and you're a piece of shit, lousy person, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't always play out like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how rigged the system is. So, I mean, like, yeah, the reality of the album getting delayed due to recording or technology, that's just the reality. Simplicity of it is it can be re-recorded. Even if I gotta sit here for a whole day and, you know, produce the same effect. And people are sitting there playing bar gigs, having cigarette butts and empty beer bottles, and a drunken crowd screaming, "Get the fuck off the stage, you suck. This is my dream, damn it." And then versus today, where it's the same assholes chucking beer bottles at you, but they're all doing it on social media, and you know your band's so horrible that someone in Wisconsin just had to comment, "Dude, worst fucking cover band ever." And you're like, okay, you know what? I know my singing's not the greatest, but fuck you. What the fuck are you doing with your cookie cutter life? Oh, jack shit. Right. Oh, I'm sorry, because posting a single thought you have on social media would make you a narcissistic douchebag, so you couldn't bother to post anything, let alone a simple, "Hey, this is what I'm eating," without fear of being judged by someone for being too narcissistic. It's just like, but then you want to give people shit who actually have the balls to put themselves out there on social media and make a difference. Like, fuck you, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, come on. And at the end of the day, that's what separates me from my trolls. Is I'm not going to spend hours obsessing over the musicians I fucking hate. I'd rather spend that on hours working on my music and reaching my fan base and being like, "This is what's new on the Cobra verse sound," you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. And then laugh at these fucking assholes who live in their fucking mom's basement, but they're still holding a job down. Like, could you imagine being that one motherfucker that's got a girlfriend? You got a job, but your girlfriend's got her own place, and she keeps telling you to move out of your parents' basement, but you have commitment issues because you're stuck to trolling Cobra. Life is telling you to progress. Life is telling you to progress and quit being an internet troll and dwelling in your mom's basement. Move into your girlfriend's apartment and see how things rattle you a bit. Instead of being obsessed over where someone else is gonna fucking make it. I didn't get where I'm at today by being anything else. If anything that my 20,000 plus subscribers has to show on YouTube, it's this. Being yourself and being unapologetically not afraid will get you a lot of enemies. It'll get you a lot of haters. There are people out there who will hate what you do because you're not afraid to do what you do. And there are going to be people out there who straight up fucking hate you because you're making a bigger difference than they are, just being a version of what they think people want to see. And that's why people get fucking twisted about it and pissed off when they see someone like me making an influence on society. Like, who the fuck is this socially awkward autistic? You're supposed to be having Asperger's making sense of this shit kind of thing. And 20 years down the road, there's going to be some young punk rocking their hair as long as mine. But yeah, I know I'm going bald, but I don't give a fuck, dude. I got my ponytail back. Oh, making a lot of the old school Cobra fans go nuts. Like, no, but being yourself is going to get you hated. And then you got people who would say, well, maybe you'd get more acceptance if you know, any fucking people that told me, oh, you'd probably get more acceptance if you didn't dress goth, if you tried smiling more. The problem with people like me who smile too much is I have that serious face. So that when I fucking smile, it just looks creepy as shit. There's some people who just shouldn't smile all the time. It's just not natural. No matter what the fuck they're going through, like, just no. Fucking sitting there smiling at you with that fucking it smile, like, penny for your thoughts? Someone says penny for your thoughts. I guess that makes me a smartass because I'm rich with my wit. But that's just the thing of it, YouTube, is at the end of the day, you have a good laugh on appreciating life's irony versus a quick buck, which is wasted and easily replaced. And then when you realize how deliciously ironic life really is, kind of get a chuckle out of it, and you start thinking to yourself, you know what? If you're single for a couple years, it ain't so bad. Fucking hell, an hour long of this shit. It is indeed a delicious song of life, punk rock. I fully agree. That is a great way to look at it, if that's how I'm interpreting it. Well, I'll keep recording that album when I can. Fuck, it's almost midnight. Anyways, I'll catch you